Hi everyone, and welcome back to the second video of the UQ Mars Inventor Workshop series. In this video, we'll be going over the 2D workspace and sketching tools in Inventor. So, to begin, click on Start 2D Sketch in the top left-hand corner of your window. Now, you want to select your work plane. This doesn't really matter in our case, so let's go with the XZ plane here. So now we've entered into sketch mode and you'll see that the toolbar up here has changed. There are 6 tabs and we'll go over all of them throughout the duration of this video. So let's start simple and get used to these tools. I want to design a 4 cm linking member with a screw hole in either end. I also want it to have nice round edges so that no one hurts themselves when they're handling it. So it's 4 cm long. I'm going to use the line tool, and what I could do is make a 4 cm line and then design from there. But I know that this linking member is symmetrical, so instead I'm going to make a 20 mm line and we're going to work from there. So I want to make 3 mm holes. What I'm going to do is use the construction line tool. Here's construction lines here, and I'm going to make the width 3 mm. I'm also going to use the center line tool to create my center line in which the link will be mirrored around later on. The length of this doesn't matter, so I'm just going to set it to anything, as it won't actually be in the final part. So let's create the drill hole. Be sure to turn off your center line and construction line when you're finished using these. I want to make this 3 mm hole exactly in the middle of the member. So I made this 3 mm construction line earlier, and I'm going to use the circle tool and hover around the center of the line. You'll see that my mouse snaps onto the center of the line, and I can click there to start the center of my circle. So let's set the diameter of the hole to be 3 mm. Now I also want 3 mm of material surrounding this hole, so I'm going to do another hole with a diameter of 6 mm. I'm now going to complete this side of the member by filling in that line. Now, you'll see when I click on a line that you can see the constraint. So here is a perpendicular constraint, which is constrained to the center line here. There is also additionally a tangent constraint between this circle and the line. So this already existed, and that's why when I tried to create a new one, it says adding this constraint will over-constrain the sketch. But that's fine. So this is starting to look good, but there are some lines here that we don't want. So let's go into the modify section and use the trim tool. We'll start by getting rid of the lines that we're not interested in. Now this is looking better. You'll notice that some of these lines turn black from the dark blue. This means that they're no longer constrained. An easy solution to this, which is good for simple sketches like this, is to use the auto dimension and constraint feature, which you can see here. I use this and it says only 3 dimensions are required. So let's hit apply. And you can see it just adds tangent, tangent, and tangent. And everything is now constrained, so that's good. Just be careful using this tool when you have a more complex sketch, as sometimes it can break your sketch or mess up your constraints. It's often a really good idea to constrain everything yourself. So this is looking good, but I'm not a fan of these edges here. So I'm going to go back to the create section and use the fillet tool. So if I click on the circle and this line, it rounds it out nicely. If you set it to a different radius, you can get a larger or lesser curve. So I'm going to go with 3 mm here because I like the look of that. And then you can simply do the same down here. and that also all constrains automatically for you. So that's looking good. Well, that's half of the member completed, so now let's simply mirror it in the pattern and mirror tool. We use select. You have to select each line. And now mirror line. So we click mirror line and then we click on our center line and we hit apply. And there you go. Everything has been duplicated and everything is constrained using the mirror constraint. And everything is looking good. So after this, we'll move on to making this into a 3D object.